Iraqi Dinar Guru Opinions October 28, 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. October 28, 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman removing 3 zeros from the currency doesn't make any sense to me. They're not going to take off 3 zeros off the currency. But what they'll do is they'll take 3 zeros from the exchange rate. October 28, 2025 Newshound Guru Samson article. Central Bank. Iraq's public debt to GDP ratio is lower than that of the United States, Japan, and Egypt. October 28, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. There are plans for a broad redenomination by removing zeros from the currency later in 2025 to further ease transactions. But the smaller notes like the 50s have begun circulating ahead of this reform. Frank. It's interesting they allowed you to see the 50 note. I believe that is to give you hope that the rest is coming along with the HCL. Some text goes here 50 dinar note worth about 3.8 cents US. But suddenly over the weekend, we had something change. We started seeing stacks of these at larger stores and money exchange locations. So they are putting these out to be widely circulated. Maybe they are getting people used to seeing them in circulation before the revaluation? Now they are again talking about 1s, 5s, 10s and 20s. The $50 dinar note would be a great bridge while they roll out the other lower denominations and the coins. Coins make no sense at all unless there is a value change unbound. October 28, 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goat article quote. Central Bank Governor Ali Al-Alak confirmed that the 3-year budget included very large expenditures and a high deficit, noting that the issue of removing zeros from the dinar may witness developments in the coming period. He is then saying by removing the zeros, thus revaluing the dinar, will resolve this issue in the coming period. They only have a few more months until January 2026 and need to conduct the removing the zeros prior to any reinstatement. We know the project. To delete the zeros must be done prior to the reinstatement. Remember, Iraq is hardly ever on time, and so we may go in part into January. Don't expect the reinstatement right on January 1st. October 27, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. All of this information we took pictures and sent to you were from the television. It was not from an article. We're not seeing anything new. About the 50, Frank. The 50, I want more information about because the 1, 5 and the 10, those are samples. But there's something about the 50.10 to 27-2025 Newshound Guru Claire article. Iraq completes most of its accession files to the World Trade Organization quote. The Ministry of Trade, Haider Nouri al-Qarawi, confirmed on Sunday that Iraq has completed the vast majority of its World Trade Organization accession files and is close to completing the remaining files after nearly 20 years of efforts. He pointed out that membership will grant the country extensive economic and trade privileges, contribute to reducing customs, and attract international companies to invest in the Iraqi market. October 27, 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman redenomination. There's no real value change. There's none. But what you have to take into consideration is Iraq is not at a real effective exchange rate. We all know Iraq is at 13.10 to $1. Obviously if you were to LOP, which a lot of people think is what they're talking about, that's not what they're talking about. They're talking about the exchange rate because they have to create value. October 27, 2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z. Via PDK. That would fit with what I am hearing, if they want to pass the budget now. October 27, 2025 Guru Nader from the Mid-East. They don't want the Iraqis to keep their dinars at home. So what they saying? They saying, oh, the money is overstated. Don't wait for revaluation. They don't want them to have the dinar. So they're saying, bring your dinar now cuz it's not worth anything. Put in bank. Ever heard the saying that says, sometimes bad publicity, it's good publicity? That's what they're doing. They doing bad publicity because they know it's a good publicity. October 27, 2025 Newshound Guru Caparoni article. Al-Sudani issues directives to financial and banking institutions. We've been waiting for years to hear this from the Iraqi Prime Minister. Quote, The government is proceeding with reforming the financial and banking system and transforming it from a single-source rentier economy to a diversified and sustainable economy. October 27, 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru FNULNU elections are on us and start in early November. There is no way the revaluation can take place now, it will be another 1 to 2 years before Iraq is in position to revalue the currency. The exuberant articles being published and the lip service being given by officials is nothing more than a ploy to gain support which is currently waning. The officials are also trying to prevent a riot because the PM and others have overpromised and underdelivered. They have not kept their promises of increased spending power for the public. October 27, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. Baghdad Channel 1 TV talks about the history of our coins and the years and the amounts when they first came out. We're all glued to the television. Very interesting. We don't see anything about the 50 but we are really paying attention to this about the coins. Frank. After all this has been shown about the coins, what's next after? The fils? Emo, nothing but the exchange rate. They are now down with the lower notes education emo and the new exchange rate make all of this lower notes make sense. Very soon. October 27, 2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK, comment. Guru. Nader. Saying the 50, 100 and 200 dinar notes are in circulation and the 1, 5 and 10 dinar notes would be soon. Mark Z. That would be accurate. We started seeing a lot more over the weekend. Stacks of the $50s. It used to be rare to see one. Now we are seeing stacks of them at banks and exchange areas. Which does not make much sense unless there is soon to be a value change. October 27, 2025 Newshound Guru Hennig article. A historical look at Iraq's coins and banknotes quote. Why coins and notes matter. The evolution of Iraq's coins and banknotes mirrors the country's political and economic changes, from kingdom to republic, war to reconstruction. For example, the shift away from royal imagery to national symbols, the introduction of higher-value banknotes during inflationary periods, and the decline in coin production after 1990 all tell a story of national upheaval. October 27, 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article. The largest bloc no longer matters. The Trump administration sets post-election rules. Quote, in the final days leading up to the Iraqi elections, scheduled to take place in 15 days, Tehran is attempting to retest the loyalty of its allies within the country, amid indications that the upcoming elections may produce a different political equation, one that favors a shift away from Iranian influence. Political circles describe what is currently happening as a political rush toward Washington by most parties, including wings within the coordination framework. Independent politician Mathal al-Alusi says that everyone is sending messages to America that they are the only ones capable of controlling the situation in the next phase after the elections. October 27, 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman. Are they going to tell us everything? Not a chance. Are they going to tell you when it revalues or what the exchange rate specifically is going to be? No. But they definitely give you indicators. And if you're savvy enough to be able to follow along, I think you'll get the big picture. October 27, 2025 Guru Nader from the Mideast. The 50, 100 and 200s are out. Even the 1, 5 exist already. The 5, 10, 25, 50, 100 and the 200s, I know what I'm talking about. I know that the 50, 100 and 200 are out. The 5s and 10s and all the lower denominations are not out. The 25,000, 10,000, 5,000, 1,000 are still on. Everything is still on. That will not change till we change the rate. October 27, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26 Yesterday we talked about the 50. Was that the 50? It was purple tinted. I said it was official. I didn't say that about the 1, 5 and the 10 but I did say that about the 50. I made it very clear. These are samples. These are specimens. These are examples. This is what they're teaching them. They showed them a 1, 5 and 10. Were those the new notes? They showed them the 50. Was that the new note? We said, this one may be official. October 27, 2025. Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goat article. No obstacles in way of withdrawing oil revenues from U.S. banks. The interesting part about the article is it finishes with talk of removing the zeros. if we take what they just said to us in these recent articles about deleting the zeros. It appears to me, and was confirmed to me on Wednesday by my CBI contact, that the CBI is going to fund the 2026 budget with the reinstatement and new rate 0 to 27-2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z. Via PDK. Article. Iraq needs the U.S. envoy to face current circumstances. And regional crisis. More and more folks are downright excited about the moves Trump has made in the last week or two in Iraq. The envoy Trump sent is a native Iraqi. And Iraq is looking forward to a close relationship with the U.S. Listen to the full version on the official DinarReport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: IraqiDinarChat.net.